So today we're going to make traditional Welsh cakes with a slight little twist. We're going to be using Merlin Welsh cream liqueur, which is Wales's own version of the lovely drink Baileys. So here we have some self-raising flour. We have 8 ounces of self-raising flour. We have half a teaspoon of salt, 3 ounces of sugar, 3 ounces of Welsh salted butter, and we also have half a teaspoon of cinnamon, which is optional. And into a bowl, you just mix with your hands into like fine breadcrumbs, and you just mix that together until it's nice and loose. And then you could do this in a mixer, but I think it's nice to do things by hand sometimes. So into our bowl, we've got a nice texture now. We've got our butter, our spices, our flour and sugar into nice little breadcrumbs, and so we make a little well in the middle, and into that we crack 1 egg, and then we tip in a little drop of Baileys, or in this case Welsh cream liqueur. It's very nice, and so in it goes. This is instead of adding milk, and so we just mix all that together so that we're looking for quite a stiff dough. If it's too wet and runny, it will just not rise and be a sloppy Welsh cake. If it's too firm and it's dry, then you'll have a dry Welsh cake. Now, a lot of people don't like raisins and sultanas, so you can leave them out, or you can add in your raisins at this stage, some sultanas, or some white chocolate chips and some cranberries, or you can add in some dark chocolate chips and even a little bit of chilli. There's a lot of things you can do with Welsh cakes. However, most people like them the traditional way. So we just bring that dough together, and then we just bring it together into a bowl, and then we tip it out onto the table and roll it out. So I'm going to throw in a few handfuls of sultanas. Then bring your dough together so you've got a nice firm dough. And then just pop that onto our work surface. So it's gently floured. Press your Welsh cake mixture down. You can roll it out if you like, but I just like to pat it out. So it's about 1/2 inch in thickness. If your dough is too flat, then you'll have a biscuit-like Welsh cake, and if it's too thick, it won't cook in the middle and it'll be very soggy. So it needs to just be patted out to about the right consistency. Then we take a cutter and we just cut out little rounds and then pop them onto your griddle, or a heavy based frying pan if you don't have a griddle. My grandmother used to use a cast iron marm, and they would cook beautifully on that because the heat distribution would be really good. So we need to cook these on a medium to high heat for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side until they go nice and golden brown. Okay, so the Welsh cakes have been cooking for 2 to 3 minutes on each side, so they're golden brown, cooked in the middle, and you'll see when they're cooked because they do rise, they puff up a little bit. And so we can take them off the heat now, and all you do then is sprinkle with a little bit of caster sugar, wait for them to cool down, then pour your favourite little tipple and enjoy.